Hello students, welcome to online video lecture series of Artificial Intelligence and Intelligence System provided by St. Andrews Institute of Technology Management affiliated to Maharishi Dayanand University Rohtak, Haryana, approved by Government of India, AICTE. I, Ms. Pratishree Patnaik, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Science Engineering. In today's lecture, we will be discussing about the topic Mini-Max algorithm or the Min-Max algorithm. In most of the books it is also written. That is related to the curriculum of Unit 1 syllabus. So as of now, we have covered about the informed search, uninformed search. Regarding the algorithm, we have taken down the difference between DFS, BFS, uniform cost, A star algorithm, A naught star algorithm, which is the beneficial method to find out the goal state. Also we come across with certain criteria to find out the uncertainty where more than one goal state is also applicable. So this mini-max algorithm has been fruitful to design a game. Basically, we come across while playing game in laptop or in a cell phones, like we have many different apps that we are installing through the app stores, like chess game, tic-tac-toe, temple run, Candy Crush. So mostly this mini-max algorithm is when implemented by using the game tree. A game tree is type a recursive search function that examine all the possible moves of a strategy game, and they results in the attempt of ascertain the optimal value move. This is also useful in artificial intelligence in the scenario that do not require the real-time decision making and have the relative low number of possibility choice that a player can be easily moved. So basically nothing else in this part of mini-max algorithm will come across with the game search tree or the game tree, where we are making all the possibility of the moves that we have. One is player will be associated with mini part and one player is associated with the max part. So as many as number of moves that we used to take, suppose we are playing the Candy Crush game or we are come across with tic-tac-toe, two players are playing simultaneously. So what are the moves that are, how the intelligent system will be competing a human being, or like how the human being can compete to a intelligent system robot while playing the game. So all these strategies are there. So let's begin to the part of our lecture. We'll go through the definition and a example to this. So initially when I say about the mini-max algorithm in the part of artificial intelligence, it is a recursive or backtracking algorithm. I do repeat, dear students, backtracking algorithm is very important in the part of this mini-max algorithm. The searching criteria is when fruitful or the traversing can continue till to find out the root or the terminal level till, and also will be calculating the terminal value root levels, what is the maximum utility part is available. Utility in the sense, suppose हम कोई भी चाल, suppose we are taking many moves in the game, so every move we get some revert, points. So utility is the part, the revert point that is mentioned in the root level. One example also I will be showing here. So backtracking is very important when we say about mini-max algorithm. Yes, also like when we are doing game planning, here we are not applicable to breadth first search. Definitely it comes to mind that अगर हमारे पास breadth first search का technique है तो हम backtracking क्यों apply कर रहे हैं. Most consider to the part that best first traversing हम कह सकते हैं, या BFS के केस में क्या होता है, when we are implementing that, a player whenever playing any game will have two options. At one position only you are able to move one state. Okay, so number of moves के ऊपर depend करता है. And again when we talk about like BFS में क्या है कि हम breadth wise searching पे follow करते हैं. So simultaneously either mean move कर सकते हैं या तो max move कर सकता है. तो both cannot be continuing at one position. So moreover we will be focused to the part of backtracking, which is a recursive algorithm which is also used in good decision making and the game theory. It provides an optimal move for the player assuming the opponent and also playing the game in an optimality way, and also fair game can be constructed and can be formulated. Min-max algorithm use the recursive search of the game tree. Min-max algorithm is the most used playing strategy games like chess, crackers, tic-tac-toe, various two-player games are been available, and this is comes under the term with mini and max. These are the two players of the game theory. Let's say one called as the max and other called as the min. Both the players fight as to the opponent player get the minimum benefit, while the next one will be getting the maximum benefit. सेम वे व्हेन वी आर बिन प्लेइंग ए गेम, तो दो प्लेयर्स अगर साइमल्टेनियसली एक ही गेम में प्ले कर रहे हैं, जस्ट लाइक लूडो मैच और एनी, हम चेस प्लेयर के साथ अगर बिंग द वन प्लेयर आई एम एंड वन प्लेयर इज द कंप्यूटर सिस्टम और द इंटेलिजेंस सिस्टम, सो व्हाट हैपेंड लाइक मिनिमम बेनिफिट्स, अगर मैं अपना मूव अच्छी कंडीशन में अप्लाई कर रही हूँ एंड आई एम बिन फाइंडिंग कि मेरे ओपोनेंट अगर किसी ने अगर गलत मूव कर दिया, देन अल्टीमेटली आई विल बी गेटिंग द रिवॉर्ड पॉइंट्स. Both the players of the game are opponent to each other, where max will be selected to maximize value and min will be selected for the minimum value. Minimax algorithm is also performed with the DFS search algorithm, where will be covering the game tree. Game tree में हम DFS algorithm इसीलिए use करेंगे, will be start from the root node and it will be continue till we will be reaching to the leaf labels, those who are having the utility values. The Minimax algorithm proceed all the way to the terminal node of the tree, and the tree backtracking tree is also in the method of recursion part. So here I have given the algorithm. We will be consider one function part here. Note depth of a tree that will be traversing will be considered the game tree here. If the depth is equal to 0, that is the terminal node, initially we need to return back to the position. We will not going for searching criteria anymore. If the maximizing player is then for the maximizer player, that is the max player when taking any move, so max will be going down till the infinity location. Number of labels are present that is not known to us, so we will be considering the infinity part. For every child to do with the node has to be proceed 1. Then we will be giving that every child जब हम ट्रैवर्स करके जाते हैं तो हमारा डेप्थ इक्वल टू डेप्थ -1 होता है, क्योंकि एक लेवल हमने आगे मूव कर चुके हैं. सो मैक्स इवैल्यूएटरी वैल्यू विल बी मैक्सिमम, that is the value we are given to the maximum value for the move to the maximizer player and return back to the value. Else the mean will be moved to the infinity part. अगर एक बार max अपना move कर रहा है अपने सारे levels को, then ultimately जब max return हो जाएगा तो फिर mean जो दूसरा player होगा वो अपने move आगे forward करने की कोशिश करेगा. So initially ये working principle क्या है, एक बार हम लोग यहाँ पे study करते हैं. The working of the min max algorithm can be easily described using the example. Both we have taken down a game tree. I'll show the diagram also below, which is represented with the two player. In the example, we are considering about the two players. That is, one is the maximizer and one is called as the minimizer. Minimizer will be get maximum possibility score with the movement of like when we say about the maximum move, it called for the best move, and when we talk about the minimum, that has to be the opponent player which is moving विद द वर्स्ट पॉसिबिलिटी. हम अगर प्लेयर के हिसाब से हम बात करें या ओपोनेंट में अगर कोई रॉबोट है या सिस्टम के हिसाब से बात करें, जो मूव प्लेयर ने मूव किया होगा वो बेस्ट पॉसिबल आउटलुक की तरह हम कंसिडर करेंगे, एंड जो मूव मिनिमम हुआ होगा ताकि जो ओपोनेंट प्लेयर ने जो मूव लिया होगा वो वर्स्ट पॉसिबिलिटी के ऊपर काम करेगा. एट द टर्मिनल नोड the value of a given will be so compare and will be using the backtracking principle here with the tree and the initial stat can be occur. For the above two-player game tree we have constructed below. The step number 1 is the first step. The algorithm generates the entire game tree, implements that the root level से हम start करते हैं. Will be proceeding to the terminal state. In the below will be giving an example of a game tree. At let's say initial state में हमारे पास a value है. Suppose the maximizer is taking the कंडीशन टू मूव अहेड. सो वहाँ पे दो कंडीशन होता है, या तो हमारा बेस्ट मूव होगा या तो वर्स्ट मूव होगा. अगर हमारा बेस्ट मूव होता है देन विल बी कंसिडर द +1 जो कि हमें रिवॉर्ड मिलेगा. यूटिलिटी में जितनी वैल्यू मेंशन होगा उस हिसाब से हमें उतना रिवॉर्ड मिलता है जब भी हम उस लेवल को क्लियर करते हैं. वर्स्ट वैल्यू ये होगा कि हमें ये नहीं पता कि कितने लेवल्स में हम ये गेम क्लियर करने वाले हैं उस टाइम पे. सपोज लेट्स से वी आर प्लेइंग ए चेस गेम, सो अल्टीमेटली जब तक लास्ट किंग या क्वीन तक जहाँ सारे प्लेयर्स आपके मर नहीं जाते तो गेम विल बी कंटिन्यू. सो अल्टीमेटली द मिनिमम हैज़ टू बी टेकन द वर्स्ट कंडीशन विद अ प्लस वैल्यू टू द इन्फिनिटी पार्ट. So this is basically the part of the game tree which I was talking. A game tree nothing but it's a type of recursion search function that examines all the possible moves of a strategy game, and their result is in the attempt to ascertain to the optimal move. So basically यहाँ पर जो ये game tree है हमने देखा A से लेके this is also look like a complete binary tree also, but here in the terminal part we have mentioned some of the utility values that is in the terminal, and every label we have been indicating to that every moves that will be taken down either with the maximizer or the minimizer part. So when the maximizer is in initial state starting from the root node, that A, let's say the player 1 who is the maximizer having the two conditions, either he can move to this B part or either he can move with the condition to the C part. So these are the two state of movement which can be done. Rather on, this traversing will be continued till the leaf node, and then backtracking applicable will be done. Now first will we find out the utility values that maximizer can have. It is the initial value that will be lying from minus infinity to plus infinity. We will be comparing each value with the terminal state with the initial maximizer, that is determining the higher node values will be having the maximum weightage whenever we will be clearing that level. So from here, if we are going down, so in this level we come to know that if the player has been traveling through this part using the DFS, so when it will reaching down to D, and then from it will be reaching down to H and I, so we find out the utility value 4 is having the maximum possibility winning the game. So for the node D, we have written down maximum -1 to negativity minus negativity will be the maximum utility factor is been available with this node. And further with the node E, if it has been traveling, because after level reaching to the B, now he can choose either one path, either he can travel down by using D, or either he can move with using E. So it will be accordingly that. So if it has been traveling to E and then it is moving to J, then it have the value 2, and that is minus negativity. In comparison to 2 and 6, the maximum utility value is 4, it has been given. Same way, if we are going to come across with the node C, it has further the true traversing path, that is the FOG. So we have the maximum value here, that is the -3, and when we will be come down with this factor, that is having the maximum value of 7. So this is the step 2 we have covered. Now come down with the step 3, where we will be choosing the best possibility. In the next step, it is the written value, like the backtracking we are being applicable. So when we reach to this part, we came to know that in the maximizer, once level one move that maximizer has taken, one move minimizer has taken, again maximizer will come to this level. So in this level, the maximizer is getting the value, let's say the utility value of clearing this level is 4, 6, -3 and 7. So when we will go ahead, we'll come across that this is 4, it is mentioned the value. So when we talk about for the node B, the minimum the minimum moves that will say that the best optimal move that can be done with this is 4 or 6. So initially it is going through with the 4 value. For the node C, it is having -3, and further this is the part, the tree will be look like in this way. And then now the term for the maximizer will be choosing the best of possibility value to choose with the and complete the game level. So there are only 4 players, hence we will be immediately choosing the root node for that. But in the real game, there will be more than one labels will be introduced to you, and some of the games we come across with when you lost your life and time complexity, these all parts are also available. So here we have been covering the path from A to B and B to D, and then we are coming across with I, which is the for the max part value, that is been written as 4 and -3. This is the utility value which is we have written here. So we are covering the path by solving the game, or from the game tree, that we will be moving with from A to B, B to D, and then we'll be going down D to I. Okay, this is the path we are covering to this. So here we have some of the properties also for the minimax algorithm, as we come across with every algorithm. So is there any completeness? Yes, when we find out the goal state, then definitely this searching tree is going to be fruitful if you could be reach out to the goal state. Like whenever we are making change from one state to another, the completeness is also very, because whenever you make a move from one level to another level, some of the state are also going to be changed the positions. Minimax is also called comes under the criteria of a complete algorithm. It will be definitely find a solution if exist, and also will be have fruitful for the finite search tree. Yes, of course. And with the optimality, that minimax algorithm is how for giving you the optimal output, like whenever you are playing any game, the desirable output has been fruitfully that will be come across or not. That is, minimax algorithm is also optimal if both the opponents are playing with the optimality and fair games, because we have to make our intelligent system in such a way that will be utilizing these all methods with the minimax algorithm, or like will be implementing any game tree to any game based planning algorithm in the intelligent body system, so that the game should be optimal. That has to be give you the part of fair decisions. That is important. Time complexity, as it will perform DFS, so the game tree, so it takes the time complexity of minimax algorithm will be theta notation O b to the power m, that is the branching factor. B will be depending upon the branch factor of the game tree that we have used here one of the game trees available here, with the branch factor, how many branches are available in this part. And also we come across with M will be the maximum depth of a tree, that find out the depth level. Coming down with the part of space complexity. Space complexity of Minimax algorithm is also similar to the DFS, that will be considered with theta notation B of M. Okay, so also that is every algorithm has its advantages and disadvantages. So we come across that the limitations of Minimax algorithm, the main drawback of Minimax algorithm is that it genuinely come to slow when we talk about a complex game such as chess, because there are unlimited of permutation combination can be made on with every move. So the type of game are huge, like some games comes under with huge branching factors also. So whenever there is huge number of branching factors, like 8 puzzle game also we come across, if there is some more games are also available where we will be finding huge number of branching factors. These are going to create a difficulty for us to decide that which will be the winning criteria, and find out the labels by which every reward points can be given down by using the backtracking. And the limitation of min-max algorithm can be improved by alpha beta pruning, which will be an important topic also. In the next lecture we'll come across with the alpha beta pruning method. Till now I'll say that all the students to go through with once more about and study the notes that are given down to you, go through with the lecture once more, go through with the algorithm also. Students can implement this algorithm using any of the programming languages. Let's say you can implement by using C++, C, or like Python, to find out any game programming algorithms that can be fruitful to give you the real-time example also. And go through with the notes. In many university exams you come across with the short notes about the Minimax algorithm, so you can write it down very well. So if you have any discussion around me, you can message also, drop in a message to us. So go through with the notes. Thank you very much for today's lecture.